bare bottom tank. This is what you get, or what I get, with my bare bottom tank. Okay, relatively clean, and you get a collection of poo. That's the problem. The filter can't hoover that up. I don't have a outflow system to hoover that up. I don't have a external sump with a bottom drain to drain out those bottom debris. So that's a problem. Otherwise, if we didn't have that, otherwise a bare bottom tank is relatively clean and neat. This is my intended solution. In the video, I'm trying to see if my theory actually works in practice. The bottom of that tube is the intake, where suction takes place. This is a long rectangular tube that runs the whole height of the water column. Here I'm trying to observe how much suction I can expect. At the top is the power head with an attachment to direct outflow. The tube is sealed at the top with only a hole for the power head. With the U4, that's the other filter, there's no way it's going to clean up the bottom debris. Now this unit is fitted with filter pads. The filter pads are about 2 to 3 inches from the bottom. This is to trap the debris that is drawn in. The rest of the space above will be occupied by biomedia. In essence, this is an extra filter for my tank with an intake that's designed to draw in debris from the bottom of the tank. So I'll have 2 filters. The U4 will filter the middle water column, and the bottom cleaner will be filtering from the bottom. Now, the original pencil design I did for this was for this to have a slit cut at the bottom edge and let it stand on the glass. Instead, I decided to suspend it with suction cups by the power head. So here I just suspended 3 millimeters from the bottom of the glass, which seemed to be optimal. Here we see the finished unit, painted black, in its final position in the tank. Note the attachment on the power head, which allows for redirection of outflow as needed. Using the attachment on the power head, the direction of the outflow must be carefully considered so as to create currents in the tank that will push the debris towards and into the intake fissure. So actually a lot of the work will be done by the currents created from the direction of the outflow and not solely by the suction from the intake. It also needs to be understood that this process is gradual and continuous. So it is slow. So when this is set up in your tank, don't expect it to clean up the bottom of your tank in 5, 15, or even 30 minutes. I had to wait overnight to appreciate how much cleaner the bottom of my tank is. So you also need to consider the strength of currents you create in your tank relative to your goldfish's needs. Too much current might throw your goldfishes around and not allow them to rest. It won't be worth it if we end up with unhealthy goldfishes. So be patient. It does work as long as you got things set up right. Now the power head on this unit is only 480 liters. I have a 1,000-liter pump power head, but I don't need that much. I already have another filter running, and just that is more than able to keep my water parameters in check. I only need enough to get this job done. As you can see, or as can be seen, debris are moving, and that's mostly due to the currents and not so much from the suction from the unit